So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video in our relocation series. So guys, this is the state of my room right now. I just woke up and the task I gave myself today is to declutter all the clothes. My clothes, my children's clothes, my husband's clothes, everything is going away. Now, despite I give out my clothes so often, I still manage to have so many clothes. Maybe because whenever I put to bed, I cannot put on most of the clothes I was wearing before that baby. So I have so many clothes. I give out to my friends, my girls at home, the orphanages. I give out so many things. Guys, look at what I was putting on before I had children. Can you imagine this? Now Boo Boo gets me because 4 children is not a joke. Let me breathe. Don't suffocate me. That clothing thing took the whole day and this is the next day. I'm just coming from where I went to collect my pap. Guys, my children love pap so much. They use it to eat beans, moi moi, akara. They love it more than custard or oats and all of that. My children take the normal yellow pap while my baby takes, pap that is mixed with soya beans, guinea corn, prawns and all of that. So I bought yellow pap, I bought my baby's pap, I bought ogi baba. I divided it into small nylons before freezing them. So whenever we need to make, I just take one small one and make instead of bringing out the whole thing. So to preserve your pap for travel, you first freeze it stone block, then you put them inside Ziploc bags before you then pack them into a thermal bag. Hey Mamaville of life, guess who is here? Mamaville. So Mama is just coming back from Aba where she went to buy me food stuff. I mean Naija food stuff in bulk. So here we have fish, we have all kinds of fish, we have dried catfish, we have mangala. They have been dried very well. Guys, it's very important to dry your fish very well so they don't spoil. If they're not well dried in the market, then when you come back home, please dry them under the sun. So here we have lots of stockfish too.
All the big car really good. Many have got to try. Got to try because you get one of my to got it. Not got to try. Finish it so that you can take and
Hey, Mamaville. Oh my goodness. So I also bought okuma. We call it okuma in Igbo, ori in Yoruba, shea butter in English. Very good for the skin and hair. These are my different kinds of leaves. I have olubo leaves, like bitter leaf for soup. I have okazi, that's the afang leaf, well dried. I have utazi leaf for my pepper soup and nkwobi, abacha, ngwangwa. Then I have ugu leaf, I have oha leaf, and I have more uziza leaves, very important. I have okazi, olubo leaves, bitter leaves. I bought all the leaves well dried with room temperature. Here are my dried snails. So Mamaville got snails for me, seasoned them and dried them with the oven. As they are like this, they can stay for a very long time. Then this is my smoked fish, well spiced and smoked. I'm going to put them in the freezer and they're going to get hard blocked. Then I'm going to put them in Ziploc bags and put them in a thermal bag. So these are my crayfish. Guys, crayfish is not your mate. I bought so many crayfish, I think like 2 bags. I bought the normal crayfish and I bought okporo, which is like the big prawns, okay, that add that extra flavor to the food. So look at my crayfish. I have blended everything and they are all in Ziploc bags. This is dry pepper. You guys know the tip with dry pepper. Those short ones, first and foremost, do not even buy dry pepper that have been blended because they might have been mixed with some other things. So buy the fresh one and blend them by yourself. This is Cameroon pepper. Here we have pepper soup spice. Despite I had bought the sachet, Mamaville still got me the local one well blended. It will come in handy during winter. This is bean flour. Mamaville got beans in the market and she got them to blend it very well. We can use this flour to make akara or moi moi. Here is ogbolo. Guys, ogbolo is like gold, very expensive. We got like, how many bags was this? We got a lot, guys, a lot. This is ogbolo and they are very heavy. This is egusi, melon leaves, well blended and dried. Now egusi has a lot of oil and moisture, so if you want to dry it, don't dry it on top of sack, dry it on top of newspaper, so it can help you absorb the moisture very well. Look at more egusi here. These ones are not as dry as the other ones that are already in Ziploc, so we're going to dry this one. We're going to continue drying it in Port Harcourt, so they can, they have to be dry, if not they will start spoiling. This is a thickener of 4. You can either thicken with offer or achi or cocoa yam, but we chose offer. So the thing is that we're going to make lots of food in the house. You guys can see some leaves. We're going to travel with cooked food, plenty of them. I'm going to tell you all about that. So aside from these things you are seeing here, the other food stuff that we traveled with is first Ijebu Gari. We traveled with plenty of Ijebu Gari for soaking. We also traveled with 7 bottles of granules. We didn't take it with the bottle, so it won't, don't ever go with bottle, it will break because they rough handle things a lot. We poured it inside plastic jars. Okay, so we also bought yellow Gari for making eba. We bought 23 kg of red oil. We bought beans, that's butter beans and honey beans, like original Oloyi. We travel with that as well. We bought semovita. We bought small rice, not too much rice. Yes, there's rice abroad, but we wanted to buy a little rice that we can be eating at the Airbnb until we know where the stores are. So we went with some rice and we went with lots of cooked food. Now, talking about that red oil, you will not be allowed to travel with red oil except it's frozen. So we froze some that we'll travel with, and we cargoed the full jerry can, 23 kg, untouched. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys some tips when it comes to food and traveling. Guys, if you know anything about traveling and what to pack, you would know that food is the #1 thing to pack. Yes, you might find them here, but they are very expensive, and when you get there, you're not earning in foreign currency immediately, so you cannot be using your naira, converting to dollar and buying these foods. They'll be so expensive for you. So the first thing you have to, please do not go to that regular market beside your house and go and pick them. They'll be too expensive. When you want to buy food stuff for traveling, you have to go to the main market, the depot, just as Mamaville went to Aba for me, where they sell these things in bulk. That is one way you can save a lot of money, because food stuff are so very expensive. So if you're buying in bulk, go to the main market. 2, guys, if you are a big family like me, all these things you must cargo. Don't even think about traveling with them. You must cargo. It is inevitable. If you go with these things to the airport, you're going to pay through your nose, or you're going to end up removing all of them and your family will take it back home. Guys, I cargoed over 250 kg. Despite I had 300 kg from the airline to travel with, I still cargoed. So these things I'm packing right now is for cargo. So this bag will start going to Lagos for cargo even before we travel. The next tip I will give you is to please buy a scale, a measuring scale at home, so you can scale your items and know the weight, so you don't get surprises at the airport. We scaled all our items and they were all exact 23 kg, so we didn't have any problems at the airport. The 4th thing is, if you're going with beans, oh, look at this one. Guys, look at this. I'm also going with palm kernel oil. That's udaki. So this is my okuma, my ori, my shea butter, and my udaki. So another tip, so that is my shea butter and my udaki, that's palm kernel oil. Very good for children, especially when they have fever. So if you're going with beans, please throw in dried pepper or bay leaves inside to prevent bean beetles from growing in them. Then the last tip I'll give you in this video is, when you want to dry your leaves, please do not dry them under the sun. The sun would over dry them and they will become useless. Just put them in the house, spread them in the house, and dry them with room temperature. That's where they will stay preserved for a long time. I am putting things together, all the leaves in one Ziploc, this set of leaves in one Ziploc, the peppers, all of them joined. I put them in one giant Ziploc. I am so tired, so exhausted. I have been at this since morning around 9 a.m. and this is evening. It is exhausting. So after then, I am in the kitchen and I have started cooking. I told you guys I'm going with cooked food. I'm going with moi moi. I'm going with afang soup, egusi soup, stew, different kinds of stew. I would freeze them in the freezer, block hard, then I'll I'll wrap them in bubble wraps and put them in thermal bags. Very important. These are the food that will sustain you before you eventually find your feet and start knowing where the African stores are, where the market is, and all of that. This food come in very, very handy. Look at my rich afang soup. Very proud. Boiling with gomo, fish, periwinkle, everything you find inside there. So you put them in this clip plates so they don't spill. You put them in this clip plates before wrapping them with bubble wraps and putting them in thermal bags, and they will stay frozen until you get to your destination. I have to carry Niger with me because my husband cannot come and be eating all this Oyibo peperimpe food. He has to stay grounded to his African food. So look at this one. This is just afang. I'm going to cook the rest of them tomorrow. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two. Join me in the next video as I take you through all my relocation process. Okay, it's me, your girl Barrister Neze Peperempe, and this is Nezaville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.